So #1 film in each of the last 5 decades. Forget the math on that, but that's remarkable.
I'm halfway there. Yeah.
But nobody else has done that in the history of motion pictures.
I don't know. It's either embalming fluid. I have no idea, but it's just one of those things. I got to thank the Expendables for it, but I know it's one of those good news, bad news.
No. There's nothing bad about it. And you know what I heard is that Rocky the musical, they're turning it into a musical.
Right.
Now, who did the music for Rocky?
Actually, well, you know, you had the original Rocky score, and then we have 2 professional, and I don't know if I should give it away now, but they're Tony-nominated writers, and Lynn, and I forget the other fellow's name.
It's going to be right around the corner.
It's just be right around the corner, and it's going to be an extraordinary thing. Believe it or not, it's Rocky. Well, at first it was very difficult to get off the ground here, and it went to Germany. And it was literally written in German, played in German before a German audience, kind of an American story. And I worked. I said, if it plays in Hamburg, it'll play anywhere, Dave. You know what I mean?
You try it out in Hamburg.
They try it out in Hamburg.
But Sylvester Stallone was saying when they begin the previews here, and it's just around the corner from where we are, for the first 6 weeks of previews, every night, anybody who has attended this show will be admitted to one of the previews of Rocky absolutely free.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
David has done one show too many.
Well, that's a whole different story.
One bridge too far.
No, tell me this story. I think I've heard it before, and tell me that it's true.
Okay.
You had it when you were a kid. You had a dog. You were broke, and so you needed money. So you sold your dog.
I sold my dog.
Now, is that true?
Yeah, I couldn't afford. We were fighting over the can that night. Say, okay, you want to have the top half, the bottom. I couldn't afford dog food. So this is when I was doing Rocky. And I was just come out to California. So I said, well, can't feed the dog. So I went to a 7-Eleven, said, dog for sale. And it went $75, $50, and finally like $40. And this fellow came in and he bought them. And
who comes in and buys your dog?
a short guy. A very short guy.
A short guy?
Yeah, short guy. And it was a big dog, so he basically rode it home.
Oh,
No, I'm serious.
But what kind of dog was it?
It was a bull mastiff, which is literally furniture that barks.
Yeah.
It's a big...
Barking furniture.
Barking furniture.
Now, how long had you had the dog?
I had the dog for 5 years. I love the dog. It's one of those dogs, you know, when you don't have a lot of money, the dog becomes your girlfriend. Your dog, now, I mean, you go everywhere with it. It's not a pretty sight. Okay. You know, you start to practice with the dog and say, I love you, and pretty soon, you know, the dog becomes everything to you. I mean, literally, that's your only buddy. So I give it to this fella, then we do the movie Rocky, and I want the dog back. And the fella goes, sure, it's about $3,000. I go, I said, $3,000? I've never seen $3,000 in my life.
The dog had appreciated.
And basically it was. So, like I said, he was a small little fellow that was feisty. And I said, how about a small part in the movie?
So you put the guy in the movie?
Put him in the movie.
With the dog?
With the dog.
Yeah.
And that was...
And you got the dog back?
And I got the dog back.
And how long then did the dog spend the rest of his life with you? How much longer was that?
Well, he's still on casters, so he's around.
Oh,
no, he's still here, Dave.
And did you continue to market the dog?
The dog stayed. Let me see. Butkus in 1976, and then he lived for about another 4 years. They're not the long.
What was his name?
Butkus, as in the football player.
Butkus,
which, by the
like
way, he
Butkus.
confronted me one day outside a restaurant. He goes, "I look like a dog." Do I look like Sylvester the cat? No.
Yeah.
Yes, I take it personally. Relax.
Hey, relax. It's show business. Everything's fine.
Come on. Calm down.
I was just talking before you came out here, and I didn't know this, and I still don't believe this is true, that there was a time in your career when you and Arnold Schwarzenegger did not like one another, and maybe even more than disliked. Is that true or not true?
You mean violent hatred? Is that
Well, you tell me. I heard that
there
there was an actual dislike, an actual, enmity there.
Have you ever had that, ever?
What's that?
Well, you know, when competition where you really have an arch enemy that kind of brings out the best in you. I've heard you did. But no. But my point is, Dave.
I never sold my dog.
No. But as Arnold would say, it really pushed you to accelerate.
So what was it you guys didn't like about one another? It seemed like you would have a great deal in common.
That he was on the planet, basically.
That bothered you.
That sort of bothered me.
He was breathing air.
And that we were on the same, in the same solar system, actually. And then after a while, we started, you know what, I started to like this competition. It was one-upsmanship. He would do this, but you get a bigger gun. I'd shoot more people, he'd shoot more people. But then he went into science fiction, which kind of left me behind.
You mean being governor?
Yeah, I'm still driving a... Very fast.
Thank you.
You're very fast. I think you did great. How dare you, my friend?
Now I want to show a picture here. This is right off your phone. Right off your phone. You know what
I refuse to say anything.
All right, let's see it. Here, let's show. Put it up there. You tell me what we're looking at.
Off my phone?
Yeah, off your phone. There. Look at that. Whoa.
That's Raging Bull getting pummeled.
Oh my
by Rocky.
God.
That's a film coming out called Grudge Match.
Wow.
With the great Robert De Niro.
That's tremendous.
Yeah. That's actually the first time that we really went at it, and he was.
Now, did you hit him? Did you actually put leather on that man?
Absolutely, as much as possible.
Because you look like you could take a punch. You look like you could, it wouldn't bother you if somebody hit you. But I don't know about him, but he doesn't look like he's no longer the Raging Bull.
Well, he's got it in him. I mean, he's very, very feisty. You don't
feisty is different than being in the ring fighting.
What do you want me to say? Hey, use him as a heavy bag?
Yeah,
no.
Did you hurt the man?
No,
is what I'm
he
saying.
hurt me.
No, he didn't hurt
yes.
you. Now, was the thing? Was it choreographed, or was it like in Rocky? You just said, "Okay, I'm going to hit you. You hit me." That.
Well, sometimes you do choreograph because you have to do it 2 or 3 times. But then I would say, Robert, just unload on me. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, just do it. And I have an idea. And since at this age, when he starts throwing a punch, on Monday. By Wednesday, it's like, whoa. I see it. So it's not. And no, I'm only kidding. Robert, I'm kidding.
Let's see. Now that's an upcoming film. What's that going to be? The Grudge Match?
That's Grudge Match at Christmas. And
it's over a woman. You guys are fighting over a woman.
We're fighting over Kim Basinger.
Well, that makes sense.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I want to show some pictures of your artwork. I've known you a long time. I didn't know you painted. Let's see some of these paintings.
That's
you tell us what we're looking at here. What is that?
This is an abstract piece that I've just did. Of course, you have it upside down, but don't worry about it. It's okay. It's completely upside down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
We're having a show in Russia.
In St. Petersburg.
But
is that right, St. Petersburg?
In St. Petersburg, which, by the way, after seeing this, we're going to hang every painting upside down.
I'm
sorry,
Letterman but
show.
It's not the Mona Lisa. We don't know that it's. Let's see another one.
It's not the Mona. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's.
See the difference?
Yeah, now.
Right away, you can see the rabbit.
I see the bunny.
And the liver.
Yeah.
The stomach.
Yeah. All right, let's see another one.
Okay.
Very nice. I like that.
This is called aggravation, which is the way I'm feeling now.
This is oil or acrylic?
Both. This is what you call one of those annoying paintings.
These are. What would be the artistic description of this?
This would be called surrealism and impressionism, and then again, very contemporary. So you call it contemporary.
Take
painting.
another one. If I wanted to buy one of these, what is that?
This is very, very thick, heavy coating of plaster it's more of a thing when you put down the texture on there. You're trying to create a feeling rather than an actual image.
It has a topography.
Yeah, this is not what you use as a license or a passport photo. It doesn't quite cut it.
Now, pick one of those and tell me how much a person might pay for one of those. Say the first one. If I wanted to buy that, what would you give me?
200,000.
200,000.
And that's right side up with
Yeah.
the real bunny.
Yeah,
You get
with
a
the
real
real
rabbit.
Well, you throw in your dog. Let's see. Escape plan. What are we going to see here?
Yes.
It's
Now,
a guy who was a prison expert, knows how to bust out of prisons.
He makes his own prisons. He made the perfect prison in the world. They called it the Tomb. And this is with Arnold and I and the film that's coming out. And I guess we're going to the premiere tonight. And how do you get out of a prison that you built that is escape-proof?
But we find out in the movie that, in fact, there's more to it than just, oh, we got to get out of prison. There's a setup here on this, too.
Exactly.
And you and Sylvester Stallone, you and...
Yeah, how? David.
You and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Now we got it. See,
You guys play geniuses.
Yeah, You're very sarcastic
No,
today. Yes,
no,
you are.
I can't even get the name right.
I can feel the love here.
Just
yes,
relax.
we play geniuses.
Okay,
Everyone
take a
knows
look.
that.
Here's Escape Plan. Watch this. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Escape Plan. Look, it's Sylvester Stallone, all right?